Hey everyone, today I'm diving into the glitzy world of disco to spotlight the top 10 disco legends who not only ruled the dance floors but also shaped the music industry in ways that still echo today. First up, no disco discussion can start without mentioning the Bee Gees. Falsetto harmonies and catchy tunes, they practically owned Go era. Songs like Stayin' Alive and Night Fever didn't just dominate charts, they became anthems of an entire generation. Next, let's talk about Gloria Gaynor. Her iconic track I Will Survive is more than just a disco hit. It's a powerful anthem of resilience and empowerment. Gloria's voice and charisma turned this song into a global phenomenon and an enduring symbol of strength. You can't mention disco without bringing up ABBA. This Swedish supergroup brought us hits like Dancing Queen and Gimme, Gimme, Gimme. Their infectious melodies and rich vocal arrangements have left a lasting imprint not just on disco, but on pop music as a whole. Moving on, KC and the Sunshine Band brought a funky, feel-good vibe to the disco scene. Their tracks That's the Way I Like It, Get Down Tonight are perfect examples of disco's ability to get everyone on the dance floor. Elliman may be best known for If I Can't Have You, a song that perfectly captures the emotional intensity and stylized aesthetics of the disco era. Her expressive vocals helped make this track a disco staple. Thelma Houston gave us Don't Leave Me This Way, a song that oozes with soul and disco fusion. It's not just a dance track. It's a powerful narrative of longing and desire delivered by Thelma's incredible vocal prowess. No list would be complete without the Village People. With their theatrical costumes and catchy tunes like YMCA and Macho Man, they brought a fun, inclusive vibe to disco that celebrated diversity and community. Donna Summer transformed the landscape with her groundbreaking use of synthesizers, a hypnotic style. Tracks like Hot Stuff and I Feel Love are pioneering works that push the boundaries of what disco could be. Chic, led by Nile Rodgers and Bernard Edwards, brought a sleek sophistication to disco with hits like Le Freak and Good Times. Their tight musicianship and chic style made them standouts in the disco scene. Last but not least, the Jacksons and Diana Ross brought their own unique flair to disco. The Jacksons blame it on the boogie and Diana's Upside Down show. Disco permeated even the biggest pop acts, blending soulful rhythms with the upbeat disco vibe. These artists didn't just make great music, created a cultural phenomenon that changed the face of music forever, made us dance, made us sing, and most importantly, brought us together. Who's your favorite disco legend? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, grooving to the beat of your own disco ball.
All right, today in our program, I got several different ways and directions to go. There has been some issues now coming up about actors or people that are successfully rich not liking their voices cloned. Well, friends, since you've been listening to my program, my voice has been cloned in many ways in this program. I purposely cloned my voice so we could see exactly what it sounds like when your voice is cloned. So you figure it out during the program. When you hear my voice, you ask yourself, is it a clone or is it me? For real. Right now you're dealing with for real. This is me. And here's the big issue about that. I think people, the direction they want to go is anytime you clone somebody's voice, they're going to go with that you have to give them credit. See, they want credit. They want the royalties. Some people, not all. Let's don't generalize. But I see a direction with the cloning, anything to do with AI. People are going to want their name given credit for that. It's going to be like with your music. When you go and you get a cover song, well, you don't get all the credit for that cover song. The cover song becomes, imprinted with the idea that the other person gets the credit for that. And, your royalties and all that and money that comes in from streaming and everything like that. The direction I see it going is people are either not wanting their voices cloned, or they're going to go with, hey, I want credit when my voice is used. And that means name, that means credit for the voicing, and being a part of a song, video, or just announcement. Well, that's my scanner going. I do listen to local radio for LAWDOG's program that we have on here too. We talk about LAWDOGs, and we talk about LAWDOG, and the town is called somewhere in Montana. It's about Harleton, Montana, but we got that series going too. It's this town here is like nothing but trouble. What happened before was they lost the Milwaukee Railroad, and they have gone downhill ever since. And it's getting worse because they hired a sheriff that has killed people. He hasn't been charged. Years before he even got hired here, he shot somebody, and from what the story I understand, he shot them, and all they had was a remote control in their hand. And he gets away with stuff. He hasn't been charged with anything. But they wanted him off of that department up there in Lewistown, Montana. This is the way the story is going, and it seems to be pretty clear. They say he got kicked out of Ohio. Get out of here, I guess. I don't know. These are things you hear that sometimes when you hear stories about people, they come from the jail and it gets spread out. Because being a small town, 800, 700 people or something? I don't know. It's gone down, I know, 100 from last year. But ever since the sheriff's been in there, he's just been doing things that he wants to do. He runs the court. He runs the government. We have no mayor. He's the mayor. He's appointed him as a liaison from the sheriff department to the courthouse, that he wants control. And obviously, you see it in the people's faces of fear. He makes up stories, get people arrested. He got me for driving by his house and by a deputy's house, and then it's my regular route for taking my dog for a walk or going to town. It's such a small town, like 5 miles long at the most, and not very much more wide. And it's a speed trap. He sets up speed traps for people who come into town, and he's not after locals anymore because he's got all the locals. So they're after new people. You on vacation? You heading to Sturgis with your motorcycles? Well, this guy is, he when summertime comes, or when the people start bringing their trailers in, he gets his minions, the deputies, to go chase them down. Literally, I've seen them run right up on trailers' bumpers and write down their numbers, and he tries to get, you wouldn't believe it. We had a nice brand new rest area, and it is ruined because he's made it like you almost think you're in the Mexican border or some kind of new country. And he chases after everybody out of town. And if they get a spot and you're out of town, they can't wait to get you. James Bryce is one. Alias James Bryce is one that goes after people. And this is just getting to be a real war out here. If you ever watched the movie, Lost My Heart and Wounded Knee, and then how the Indian police were acting against their own people, the same thing's happening here. And he got me for stalking, and what it was, I went by the deputy's house that just moved in from the east, hadn't even been here hardly, 2 years, and he reported me for stalking because I had my dog with me, and my dog started barking at his dog. His dog was a police dog. Hear my dog? All right. All right. LAWDOG. Yeehaw. LAWDOG. Oh, yeah. Yada, yada, yada. Hear my dogs? They're out there now. That's proof I have dogs. Mayberry RFD. This is a crazy place. So we go on vacation this year. If you stop in here, you'll see the chaos because of what they're going to do. They will trace you down and find out who you are. They've chased down people who just moved in, and they've had deputies go by their house and run their plates. So when you're new in town, it's like you're in a new country or something, and you're an alien, and he's going to nail you. He's going to look at you because he's probably thinking you're all outlaws or something, and he's got this paranoia. Anyway, they dropped all the case about stalking. I was admiring a man's dog. Can you believe that? That's how screwball their court system is. Everything was suspended. I haven't bothered the guy at all. I mean, I only drove by the street. A street that I've been driving down 17 years. They don't want me to drive by his house. Hey, I got friends down there. So when I go see a friend, I go to the friend, and then I turn around and go the opposite way. The guy has got a cam in front of his house, taking pictures of people going by. The man himself goes around, does stupid stuff in a town of 800 or less, saying that he's with the drug task force. And they have got all the little people. They've not gotten the big ones. They got sheriff deputies that don't have any more gun training out the gun range. They don't train out the gun range. So if anything came down, he's going to kill his whole department off because they don't have the strength. They think they can stop the cartel. They think any cartel comes up here, they're going to knock them out, arrest them. And big chiefs, they think they're just bad. They just think they're bad. So, we have our little series, LAWDOGs. It comes from the paper that they publish titled LAWDOGs. And it has all the all the traffic violations and people they've got. I mean, they stake out places when you go to the gas pump at midnight. And it's just getting crazy. And this town lets it go. They're not doing it. They blame everything else. All the ugly houses, why the people are leaving town. They blame everything else, but they don't blame their sheriffs and their deputies. They don't do nothing about their government with their judge. Good judge they had just died recently. Well, the new judge they had, what did he do? What did she do? She will be up there at the stand, opening her books up. She don't even have it memorized. I don't believe this person's been to college. And for to be a judge, whatever how you do it. And it's just a kangaroo court. It's just a big mess. That's it. Got a lot of good people in town. Their families have been raided and busted. Everybody in town, like I said, one or another has been pulled over or given tickets. So now they're going after, they've always have, but they're doing it more, strangers that come through town. And the traffic is cut down. They don't realize why they're dying. Anyway, why it's becoming a ghost town. By the time they get done, everybody who are main founders will probably live here. But it's going to be less than 700. I'll say by the time they get done, in another 6 years, they'll probably have about 500 people in this town, not including the outskirts of counties, not counties, but ranchers, farmers, and all big landowners, not counting them. And also our Heterite people
We have about 3 tribes of Hittites out around here. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. And we got to talking about AI. Didn't want to rabbit trail too much, but I'm explaining to you what the LAWDOG series is and what it's about, how it was shaped and formed. And now we're going to get back to our programming with music. We're going to get back with some more things about AI. What did I tell you? Check out AI on my program. Try to figure out which ones are cloned and which ones is me. Right now you're hearing me. But we're going to go on with our program. And you know I'm a facilitator for the articles and stuff that runs through here. That is great for using AI to read articles. I'm a singer. I don't like to do a lot of talking because I try to preserve my voice for singing and songwriting. This is Dale Calhoun, LLC, on all streaming services. And we're panning on out of here. Thanking you for listening to the program. Hope you have a great summertime. And if you come this way, make sure you slow it down and drive through. Get your tags on your car. They check tags out. And if you park at the rest area, they'll buzz through, check your license plates. They run license plates. They look for excuses. If you have a flat tire in our rest area, they'll run your license plates. And you didn't even ask them for help. Maybe you're changing your tire, or your tire's been flat there for about 10 minutes, and you're using the rest area. And you come out, and they'll run your plates. And they run your plates all the time. It's like I said, like you think you're in the Mexican border. Good. So it'll be an interesting place if you come over here. And they think they're going to be a big part of the drug cartel busts. And they feel that they are a big part of the drug war. So there you go. I'm going to tell you something right now. We're going to get out of here. We're going to get to the music. We thank you very much. God bless you. Here we go.